acknowledge what is right in front of their face. It is obvious that our economic system is in a shambles, that the dollar is worthless. We have a police state. Our police are dressed like the military. They act like the military.
If some foreign dictator came here and took over, what the fuck? Wouldn't you react? Wouldn't you do something? But since it's a domestic terrorist, right? It's a domestic fucking tyrant, a domestic king, you know, hey, it's okay. He's our king. He's... Hallelujah.
We're gonna do this cowboy style.
Out here, got our 3% flag going.
you got some time, stop in, check it out. If there's room, anybody's welcome. We always welcome anybody's opinion.
All you need is a thirst for good conversation, my friends. Come join us.
Tell me what you think. Join us at the Green Dragon tonight. Tell me what you think.
Yes! That was very fun. That one's for you, mule.
What is up, everybody out there? How are you all doing, you tactical motherfuckers? I'm just getting everything set up. I'm feeling good. It is Friday. I am happy that it is Friday. That means the weekend is here. Sunday, before we get doing anything else here on the Dragon, let me tell you one thing. Sunday, we will be opening up the Dragon at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Sunday, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. We're going to have a gun chat. And this tonight might end up being a gun chat, to be honest, because I have nothing planned for you. I didn't send out any invites or anything. I'm done doing that. I mean, I love it when everybody wants to come in that used to come in. Mule Team, love having Mule Team on here. Obviously, you got to have Mule Team on here. Would love to have Irish in here and talk 3D printing. I would love to talk about vaping or how Arizona legalized it. There's a whole bunch of things I would love to talk about. I would love to talk to Rebel and see what the hell he's doing with his drumming talent. Because if you haven't heard Rebel Solutions or War Drums Networks music, it's pretty good. I'm a fan, and it's one of those things that, you know, I'm saddened to hear that his band split up. He says it's a long story, and I would love to hear it, but at the same time, I know it doesn't have a happy ending, right? It's a story with a sad ending because they had a great sound. And if you've heard Rebel Solutions music, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Morty's. What's up, Morty's? How are you doing? We do have a link in the chat. Some will get in and some won't. I'm going to be a little discreet with that. Let's see. Hold on. Where's that at? Stream Elements is running. Morty says it's great seeing Kansas in the clips. Rest in peace. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. I miss that motherfucker. On a daily, do I miss that motherfucker. On my channel, I've taken his exit saying, keep your family close, watch out for that government. I have his rifle that we put together for him. And I take it with me where I go when I go to these events that I go to, which nothing's ever panned out. But if ever I go to one of these events and something actually pans out, his rifle will be there. His rifle will be there. And I think he'd be proud of that. Other than that, I don't know, man. I miss that fool. Isn't it crazy? I know you all don't see it because, you know, you're only getting, you know, this up, right? But for those who didn't know, and I would imagine most people know, Morty, you might not know, I had gastric bypass. And so far I'm down, I think 90 pounds from before I went in. Cough drop. Already getting choked up. Down 90 pounds. I'm at my high school weight-ish. Which is really strange. And I've got a long way to go, but I'll tell you what, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, and I'm definitely looking a lot better than I did in those clips. Anyway. Tonight is one of my friends on Twitch's birthday. So I might be heading out a little early in order to go to attend that. But I did want to come back here and talk to y'all. He pulled me here years ago. And yeah, I see you look great. Well, thank you, Mortys. I appreciate it. Yeah, a few pounds down. I think when I went and delivered him that rifle, I think I was over 400. I think. I'm under 300 now, which is, as I said, I haven't been under 300 in a long time. It's interesting. It's one of those things like, man, I wish I had done that sooner. I was so putting it off. Oh, I can do it on my own. Oh, I'm gonna go to this thing in Tennessee. I went to this thing in Tennessee. I was there for a month, and I did really, really well. I come home, I'm all excited. I'm all gung ho. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to be healthy. I have the drive. I've gained muscle. I've lost weight. I have the knowledge. Let's go. Let's do this on our own. Well, I'm the only one that went in the family, so I came home and I'm the only one with that drive. You know what I mean? And it doesn't take very long for that drive to be like, yeah, not it. You know what? Nobody else is going for it. And then I got the diagnosis a year or so back, maybe 2 years now, that I have pulmonary hypertension, and that's a death sentence. There is no cure. Yes, it is high blood pressure, but it's not of the left side of your heart like normal people with high blood pressure. No, this is the right side of the heart. So there is no getting rid of it. There is only treating the symptoms and prolonging as long as you can. But I'm doing well. The doctor says the last time I was in there, it barely even registers that I have it. So that's a good thing. They said they caught it early. That's another good thing. I might have 10 to 20 years for all I know. And if I have 20 years, you know what? That's about the same age my dad was when he passed. And that's pretty much all you can expect in life is to go out, the same age as your father. Hopefully a little bit older. You always want to go, wait to go out. But you know what? When that day comes and I am called, I hope that I am strong. We had friends recently, neighbors of ours, adopted parents. We adopted them as our parents. They were great people. He sold me a bike. Let me tell you about let me tell you about him a little bit. Daryl was a good man. We would walk around our block every once in a while. It's not a very long block. It's maybe a half a mile. I'd say it's a half a mile, the whole walk. And every once in a while, I'd see this old man out there, and he had a little sign out in front of his house that said, "Bicycles for sale." And we'd walk by, and like, oh, okay, yeah, he's selling bicycles. Okay, great. And we'd wave at him. He has NRA stuff on, so I knew he was a conservative. I knew that he enjoyed his firearms and things like that. So, I wear my political shirts or whatever, like "Come and take it," or "Don't tread on me." And we have this thing, and he's a really cool little old man. He had asked us if we wanted to buy a bike, and we're like, yeah, we're thinking about biking, but not right now. We don't have the money right now. He's like, oh, okay. And we see him here and there and once in a while, and we wave, and nothing ever came of it again for quite a while. And then not too long ago, I guess it would have been in December, we were walking around our block again, and he was out there, and he says, "Hey guys, I see you walking around all the time, and just wondering, would you like to buy a bike?" I think, "Oh, you have asked before, and we were thinking about it before, and yeah, we still want to, but right now is not necessarily the right time." Not knowing anything at this point. And he comes out and he says, "Well, when you're ready, please don't wait. I need to get rid of him. I'm dying of cancer. I have about 6 months left to go." Guess what? We found the money. We found the money. And we bought 2 bikes from this guy. And the bike, I guess maybe it was November. It could have been November. We took the bikes home. And before we even got home, it's as I said, it's a half a mile all the way around. His house is about half of that distance, so a quarter mile. So only a quarter mile away, we're almost home, and I hear a pop in the back tire. I'm like, oh crap. I paid him for them. Originally, he said they were going to be $50 a piece, and then he's like, "Well, because I like you so much, because we had a great conversation, I'll give them to you for $40 a piece, or $45 a piece, and make it $90." I gave him $100 because that was the original price we agreed on, and I gave him $100. And even though he said $90, I was like, no, I didn't tell him that. I just gave it to him. Anyway, we get home, the tire pops, we start walking again. Days go by, and we're walking. And He doesn't see it's on him, and he's asking, aren't you riding your bike? I'm like, oh, yeah, I was going to, but the tire popped on our way home, and I haven't gotten a chance to fix it. He's like, you know what? You gave me an extra $10 anyway. Why don't you bring it over here, and we'll fix it for you? Oh, okay. I'll do that. And so we took the bike over there, and we spent quite a few hours because he's old and he's got lung cancer, and it spread into his spine and bones, and I mean it's not good. Not good. So it's taken him a long time, but you can tell this man had been very self-sufficient and very independent for a very long time. He has never asked anybody for any help. You can kind of tell that from this person, right? They live alone. They're 85 years old, him and his wife, living alone, not in a retirement home. They have a summer home in northern Arizona, just the greatest couple you ever could. We got to chatting with them for quite a while. They invited us over for dinner for Christmas because we don't have any family nearby, and neither do they. And so they invited us over for Christmas, and we spent Christmas Day over there eating their food and just having a great conversation and getting to know them. And they were truck drivers, and they team drove back in the day, which was a thing that me and Riddle Girl had did for a little while. So we had that in common, and we like to talk about that. And this guy was something else. And they were something else. They are just a great couple. They're exactly like us, says Riddle Girl, when we get to their age. Picking on each other, little jabs here and there. Apparently, she would call him Peter, and he would call her Puss. That's great. What's up, Lance Corporal? Good evening. Who's expected on here tonight? Just me for right now. I don't know. I have the link out there. So anybody that wants to jump in can, but I'm just yapping for right now. I believe whoever shows up. Yep, I miss him too. Biker Bob. What's up, Biker Bob? So this is Daryl. I'm talking about Daryl. Not Kansas. Kansas is a great man too. Don't get me wrong. Kansas is a great man. But I'm talking about Daryl. Daryl was a good man I didn't get to know well enough. I would have loved to known Kansas longer, but I would have definitely loved to known Daryl longer. Daryl seems like a good guy. He definitely had an opinion of people overweight, though. And it's all right. I've dealt with that all my life. He was a great man. He died recently from his cancer. We had Christmas dinner. Oh, yeah, let me finish this. We had Christmas dinner with him. We told him that we were adopting them as our parents. We had a great time. We had every intention of going back there every once in a while and checking up on them and hanging out. But I was doing the evening catch-up in my gaming channel, and Riddle Girl had her job, and we just didn't get around to it. We would walk by, and we didn't see him out, so we didn't think anything of it. And then, I think it was mid-January, we get a knock at the door, late at night. We had just gone to bed. And it startled us, and we didn't know what the heck was going on. It was Joyce, the lady, the wife, knocking on our door, saying that he had fallen in the bathroom. She couldn't pick him up. She had been taking care of him all by herself. She's just, 90 pounds soaking wet, maybe. She's 85 years old. Taking care of him and getting him around the house and getting him to his appointments and all that stuff. And this time he had fallen and she couldn't get him up anymore. And right there and then, 2 weeks that we'd gone by and were thought about visiting that we just hadn't, because life got in the way. And it all changed that day. We went there every single day and spent most of the day over there, and I'd stopped doing the gaming stuff for quite a while, and we were just over there all day, just doing whatever we could do to be a blessing to them and help him get better if we could. He was on radiation before he had fallen in the bathroom, and we thought, well, if he doesn't do any more radiation, maybe he'll feel better. Maybe he'll get a little bit better. Unfortunately, that was not the case. He only got worse, and he eventually passed on February 2nd. And so we went to his funeral. He was an Air Force veteran, and so he had a military funeral, which was the first one I've ever attended. And I recorded, and it was sad. But it's a good man, and we still talk to his wife on a daily, and it's one of the better things that we've done. And I wish we had done more. I wish I had known him more. I wish I had known Kansas Hillbilly Prepper more. Every once in a while, I'll go back and I'll look at some of my old videos with him in it, or I'll go over to his channel and watch some of his videos on it. One of my favorite ones, I had uploaded it to my channel. It's been a while now. A little bit after he passed, I was looking at some of my old videos, and I found the chipmunk glitch. Now, I can do the chipmunk voice now. I have a voice modifier that allows me to do that. This happened. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what glitch was going on, but the glitch happened where all of a sudden he sounded like a chipmunk. Let me see if I have that on here. Yeah, I'm using VoiceBox. So, if I go, let's see. I don't have that here. 1 second, everybody. VoiceBox. And the dragon is awoken. Kansas showed me we weren't alone in our values. Introduced me to the green dragon. Kansas is the reason there is a green dragon. And that right there is why Kansas is very prevalent in the intro to this green dragon. Kansas Hillbilly Prepper was my good friend, and I miss that motherfucker a lot, and he's the reason why we even have a green dragon, so I felt like it was very appropriate to have him in that as much as I could, and probably more, to be honest. I could probably add him even more. Let's see. Under H. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's like, here we go.
All right. So this is how Kansas Hillbilly Prepper sounded. He's trying to have a good conversation with me. It's not on air. This is a private conversation between me and him that we did on Google+. And he comes in sounding like this. I couldn't help but laugh and laugh and laugh.
And I went back and I heard that after he'd passed, and it just made me smile. So I put that on there. But that was a glitch. That was before he wasn't, as far as I know, unless he was doing that on a voice mod that I didn't know about. I thought it was funny. Anyway. Excuse me. One drawback of having gastric bypass surgery is you have a small stomach, right? Well, that's the great thing about it. But the problem with that is when you swallow air, it gets that much fuller, that much faster. So I tend to burp and hiccup a lot more than normal. So there's that. Sad that all of us old people are leaving, but that is life and death. It's the way God designed us. Yep. That is true. That's also a blessing. It's also a blessing. Kansas was not that old. He died a young man. I think he was in his 50s-ish. He wasn't very much older than I am. Not much. But I tell you what, when he passed, that was a wakener. That woke me up a little bit. Like, man, I should really get my health back. You know what I mean? I have been at my heaviest 525 pounds. Crazy heavy. Crazy heavy. And it's just life choices. And then when you try to lose that weight, it's so much harder than people think. You know, I get all these skinny people, just eat less, go out and walk. No. See, your body fucks with you. When you're heavy, you make more estrogen than testosterone. The more estrogen you make, the less testosterone you make. The more estrogen you make, the harder it is to lose weight because estrogen puts on weight, testosterone takes it off. It's a pretty bad circle. And then when you lose weight, you could be doing everything perfect. Everything perfect. You're watching your diet, you're exercising, right? You're doing everything perfect. And then you'll lose for a while, but then you'll start gaining weight. You didn't change anything. You kept doing exactly what you were doing that whole time. but now you're gaining weight. And that's happening to me now with having the gastric bypass. And it's your body fighting you. And the heavier you are, the longer you have to go through these fights with your body. Your body's like, no, I like being a certain weight. Have you ever noticed that you kind of stay within a certain weight range no matter what you do? You go up and down a little bit, but usually it's within like 20 pounds. Well, that's your body being comfortable where it's at. My body is fighting that. It does not want to go down. It wants to be in that comfortable zone. It doesn't want to be starving. It doesn't even want to be too full. Anyway, Fuzzy Fork 8, my man. I haven't seen a video of yours in a while. I know you're not doing daily videos, but I hope you're still doing videos. I need to go check out your channel. It's been too long since I've seen one of your videos. China no longer has a sniffle issue as they exported all they had in stock. I miss Kansas. Dude, I miss that motherfucker. I met so many people because of Kansas. Not even crazy. Randy from My Name is Earl was 500 pounds and now he's ripped. Is he? I didn't know that. I know that Chumley or whatever from Pawn Stars had gotten a lot of weight loss. I think they got the surgery, although I don't think they said it. I used to weigh 340 pounds until I started eating my own cooking. Just kidding. Dude, I'm a good cook. I'm a real good cook. Yeah. Oh, so guns. Firearms. Can't talk about that anymore. You get demonetized. Oh, look at that. I got the green cup. My channel is now completely demonetized. I was expecting that. I'm on my second strike, which means one more and I'm gone. I do have a backup channel. I'll still be around. I'm restreaming. I'm doing things. Chumley lost it from a coke habit, pretty sure. It might have been, Stan. Might have been. No, it's not like that. I've been on every diet known to man. I'm highly anemic, so I just can't stop eating. Yeah, my normal is right around 300. Fought it for years and years. I'm telling you, man. It's rough. And I went for years saying that I could do it on my own. I'm not going to do that because, there's risk. There's, it's safer now, but there's still risk. And I think, it's just more problems than solutions and all these excuses. Mostly, I just didn't want to go under the knife. You know what? And I wanted to feel proud about myself. And in a way, I still want to. But at the same time, I do feel proud of myself even now. Yeah, I went and I got the easy way out. It's not easy. You can still beat the surgery. You can still gain weight. I know people, even here on YouTube, that have had the surgery and are still fat. And some people can apparently even get more heavy. You can break it. The best thing about it is that I'm no longer hungry. I know when I'm needing to eat. As best I can describe that, I know when it's that time. But I'm not technically hungry. Hold on. I don't have the other page open, so if anybody was trying to get in, I couldn't have seen it. So I know when I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. I can go all day without eating. I need to eat, though, because you're not supposed to not eat because that actually makes it worse. You need to have your metabolism going. So there's, you're supposed to drink extra water. You're not going to have any caffeine, which is really hard for me because I'm a caffeine freak. So you want to stay well hydrated. You want to have plenty of protein. You got to take vitamins for the rest of your life. All right. But I got the surgery in August and I've just reached 6 months. Not quite 100 pounds yet. And I still probably got another 100 pounds to go to be my ideal weight, which they told me my ideal weight was 180 pounds. I almost slapped him in the face. I haven't been 180 pounds since like the 5th grade. Right? I'd be happy with 220. I really would be. It's a long way to go. I probably have not done as well as I could have done. I've been walking a lot lately, but for quite a while we weren't getting enough exercise in, and I wasn't getting enough protein in, and I wasn't eating enough, and I wasn't drinking enough water. And you're trying to do all this stuff, and I don't want to exercise because I'm still fat, and I don't like exercise. I don't run for fun. Fuck those people that run for fun, the fucking pompous assholes. Well, I'm starting to like exercising now, which is really, really strange. Really strange. Someone heard about me? Who heard about you, Fuzzy Fork? Stan heard about you? Need your second channel? Oh, my second channel? Poison Stinger 2. I know, creative, right? Poison Stinger 2. It does not have like the URL, the custom URL, so you can't do youtube.com/c/Poison Stinger 2. Let's see, I can bring it up and hold on. Oh man, I just spilled some Fireball. One cool thing is I'm a cheap date now. It does not take much alcohol to get me drunk, but it does take quite a bit to keep me drunk. Because I get sober way too quick. All right, here's my channel link. If you want, and this is only if you want, you can check out my backup channel. I am currently on my main channel. I have 2 strikes on my main channel. So if I get another one, I'm gone. But my backup channel only got 1 strike. So there you go. 21 days to make a habit. It's been 6 months. 6 months, bro. Whew. Morning Stand, need your second channel. 8 inches long and fuzzy at the fork. Oh, that's right. Riddle Girl put in a little thing about Fuzzy Fork. I love it, Riddle. I love it. So that 8 inches long and fuzzy at the fork, we have certain words that when somebody types it in chat will trigger a thing from Stream Elements. Mule has one too. Someone heard about me. Fuzzy Fork 8, same as 5'8", been 150 since I was 20 and 62 now, starting to creep up to 160. What's 6'4"? Hold on. What got you laughing, Riddle?
Sam's comment.
LOL, gotta go run a PRS practice at noon tomorrow.
How about you, Riddle Girl?
All right. Well, thank you, Mortys. Have you subbed my main channel? Mostly what I've been doing on my channel is what I call the evening catch-up. It's just a live chat like this. It's just me reading a little bit of news. It's not me telling you the news. I'm not reporting the news. I mean, technically, I kind of am reporting the news, but really, I don't read the news articles. I collect them from a couple, like 2 sites that I look at, and then sometimes YouTube clips. So, like, if I'm subscribed to Mark Dice. I'm subscribed to Mule Team. I'm subscribed to Guns Coast to Coast. A few other channels, right? And if they put out a video I like, I'll put it up on my channel. And we'll talk about what they talked about. It's basically the evening catch-up is us catching up on the day's events. Both of us, me and you. And a lot of people that watch are moderators. Like, if you go into my chat, now you won't see it on Poison Stinger 2 because I'm not streaming to Poison Stinger 2 because I'm on Poison Stinger 1 right now. So definitely check out the main channel, right? Because we go live at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, every weekday night. And Saturdays, we do a Bible chat, which we've been doing Pastor Lee Vinden's It's All About Jesus. So if you believe in God and Jesus and you also believe in patriotism or Second Amendment or stuff that I believe in, then you're more than welcome to come, and it's fun for all. It's a small group, obviously, but I have fun with it, and I think it's a good thing. I think it's a blessing. I'm glad I'm doing it, to be honest. It's probably the best thing I'm doing on YouTube right now. The dogs are barking. We gotta be looking out for whatever the dogs are barking at, Riddle.
What?
The dogs are barking.
Okay.
I milked the bull once. After that, he followed me around like a lovesick puppy. Riddle Girl is kind of dirty. Don't mind that. Riddle Girl is my spirit animal. I'm just telling you right now, I have married the best person you could ever marry in your life. Y'all should be jealous as hell. I have lucked out. I don't know what I did to deserve it. I had called her names. I had yelled at her. I had called her the worst of names. Cunt, bitch, all sorts of things. And yet she still hooked up with my ass. So for those who don't know, I was dating a woman in Wisconsin. I met her while I was living in Idaho. I was like, you know what? You sound pretty cool. I want to date you. Maybe I could come to Wisconsin sometime and meet you. She's like, yeah, sure. I have some friends, married couple, woman or man and wife, and they said that you could stay with them for a little bit while you get your feet under you. Oh, great, cool. I'm gonna go totally do that. So I came all the way to Wisconsin and I boned the hell out of that girl. And I stayed with her friends, the married couple, right? Well, that whole relationship with them kind of went to shit because, you know, we're living together and there was difference of opinions and I'm not the most good person to live with, right? And so we weren't friends with them anymore, and I called her a whole bunch of names. And apparently recently she reminded me that some other choice words. Anyway, I was with this woman that had my kid for like 4 years, and that just didn't work out. And we're like, you know what? It's been a while since we were friends with these people. Maybe we should, you know, become friends with them again. And so we became friendly with them again, and her husband was having problems with her because she was cheating on him. And I was like, well, you're my friend. You're my bruh. Right? So I'm going to help you out. You can come stay with us while you figure out what you're going to do next, and she's a cheating hoe. He's like, all right, cool. Well, I had stopped. My girl at the time was a drug seeker. She had shunted hydrocephalus, which means that she had water on the brain. She had a tube that went from her brain down to her stomach that drained the liquid off of her tube, or off of her brain, and she would get migraines. Well, for a long time growing up, she would just deal with it most like everybody else with aspirin and stuff like that. Well, in the early 2000s, they started giving her Vicodin and other narcotics, and that worked much better. And then she got hooked on those. And I told her ass, I ain't going to take you around to get those no more because our daughter wants to grow up to be a doctor, for crying out loud. And it's just because she keeps going to these hospitals. So I'm not doing that anymore. Well, then this whole thing with our friends happens, and he comes and stays with us while, you know, he's trying to figure out what he's going to do now that his cheating wife has been cheating on him. And I'm going to work, and meanwhile he's there, and guess who's taking my girl to go get these narcotics? Not me, he is. And so they leave me and his wife for each other. And so later on, me and his wife get to talking about how dirty these people are. Like, can you believe these assholes doing these things to us? We were just such nice people. They're the jerks. And then we hooked up. And that's Riddle Girl. And that's Riddle Girl. And together still. And we've been together since 2003 or 2004, right around that time. My girl and him passed. Well, they split like a year out. They were only together for about a year. A few years after that, she died. She OD'd on methadone. What is it? Methadone? Methadone. She OD'd on methadone. Yeah. Yeah, shit, right? Some shit. It's nice and dirty. Hello, how are things? Doing good. You don't know? What you don't know is she does while you're asleep at night. Was that called catfishing? Maybe. Swingers shunted hydrocephalus. I know a kid in public school who had it. He had the shunt tubes from his brain, yeah. And it was funny. She had a you remember the LA Gears or the pump up shoes? The shoes that you would pump up, she had that on her brain. It was under her skin. You would push it, and it would flush the system. And I'd just fuck with it all day long. Sounds real complicated. Tremendous story. Dang. Shania Twain. I don't know, man. It's we do-say-doed. We swung our partners round and round, and we switched it up. We never all got together, believe it. I get this. This fool, this best friend at the time, my best friend at the time, I told him, you can come live with us because your wife's a bitch and she cheated on you. And this fool was supposed to be my best friend, comes up to me and says, well, aren't you glad it was your best friend and not some random stranger? I was like, no, you fucking idiot. You're the motherfucker I'd be bitching about her too right now if it wasn't you. So now, not only am I out my longtime girlfriend, but I'm out my actual bro, I thought at the time, right? The whole bros before hoes, not this guy. This guy, I swear, is the ugliest motherfucker I have ever seen, and has some bulgy motherfucking eyes, and his last name was Gilligan, for crying out loud. Like, this guy shouldn't have a date to save his life, but apparently he has the silver tongue when it comes to women. He also fucked our upstairs neighbor at the time when he was with my girl, right? He cheated on her with our upstairs neighbor who only liked biker dudes and people that she met at the bar. Somehow this asshole talked her into giving it up to him, and I think got pregnant by him, right? I think so. Like, if I didn't hate this guy so much, I would be asking him to teach me his ways. There ain't no way in hell he should be getting this kind of action. Poison Swinger. There you go. Let's see. Why isn't he dead? I wasn't into firearms at the time. I didn't get into firearms until 2011. That all happened in 2003-ish. 2004. No, 2004. It happened in 2004. The things we did when we were young. Bad choices. We all made them. Hell fucking yeah, bro. Worst choices that I've made. I don't know. I've made a lot. I don't know what the worst one is. But I've made a few. The one I hate the most, and it's not like a bad choice. It was just crawling. When they were leaving us for each other, my whole life I thought, I'm gonna grow up, I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna have a kid, we're gonna be the happy family, right? I know, don't plan on the future, but I did, right? So all of us, I'm a Christian, I believe in God, I'm not really practicing at this moment though. But as soon as all this happened, I started praying. Oh boy, did I pray. Please, Jesus, bring back my woman to me. I'll forgive her for being infidelity and all this, because we got to keep our family together. That was what was going through my mind. And sure enough, did I beg and I begged and I begged and I made it look bad. And that right there is a big regret I would have loved to take back. But luckily for me, God did not answer that prayer. And there's a lot of people that are like, I don't believe in God because, he doesn't do anything for me. Every time I prayed for anything, he didn't do shit. Well, I'll tell you what right now. He didn't do a damn thing for me at the time, I didn't think. And I was pissed off. And I walked away from God yet again. I was already away. I came back when the crisis happened. I prayed about it. Please bring her back. He didn't bring her back. Fuck you, God. Right? That's how it works. But little did I know, he had something better for me, and that's a little girl. So I am truly blessed to have her in my life. Jealous, huh? Whole cow. The things oh yeah, I read that. You could have Cosby'd them. He gives us what we need, not what we want. Right? He's not a magical genie, Morty. Come on, man. That's not fair. I need a magical genie. No, I understand. I understand more now than I used to. That was a big wake-up call. When I saw that actual 4D chess play out, I'm still waiting on the 4D chess from Trump, but when I saw it from God, and all of a sudden I'm like, he did answer that prayer all those years ago. He just answered it in a way I didn't expect. That was a mind-blowing moment right there. Tell you what, if you're a believer, that was a big one for me. Good for you, Chowder Pouch. Oh, thank you very much, Chowder Pouch. So, yeah. There's that. What kind of guns are you guys looking at right now? Do you need any guns? Are you just getting the stuff that you want, or are you just saving? Are you looking for ammunition? Do you know of sites that help you find ammunition? I'm kind of curious because I do have a Discord. I don't know if you guys are on Discord, but Poison Stinger does have a Sorry, as I said, small stomach. I apologize. I do have a Discord, and on there I do have links to good deals that are coming up and stuff like that. One of them is Freedom Seeds. It's a page, and on that page I have pinned ammoseek.com. I don't know if you guys know about ammoseek.com, but if you don't, you should definitely look into that. That will help you find the best deal in ammunition currently. Now, we all know that the prices of ammo is horrible right now. But you got to do what you got to do. And if you're going to get free money from the government, why the fuck not? How about 5G chest? Oh, I get you, Mr. Locked and Loaded. All right, cool. He gives Chowder, is that Mario? Ammo would be great. Yes, I think that's Mario. Okay. I don't care who you are, bro. So I recently had a falling out with OMG, WTF, LOL. I think that's his name. He's a regular on my channel. He was coming to the Green Dragon for a couple times, and I stopped accepting him and Mr. Locked and Loaded. I have reasons for that. Not saying I'll never accept you again, Mr. Locked and Loaded. It's just, you gotta... It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. Yes, I know they're poisoning us in the air. I don't know. I don't know the proof that you spout about the China poison in the air, but I heard it. I get it. Other people, maybe they haven't heard it, maybe they have. But we got to come up with solutions. We can't just be like, they're doing this to us, they're doing that to us. No. What are we doing about it? What are we doing about it? Or what are they doing to us now that they weren't doing to us before? Come up with stuff. He's kind of over. Okay. Oh, you will accept it? Accept what? LOL, I just clued in by the icon. SKS is still a good option. If AK too expensive, also 7.62 by 39 is still a better price than 223 or 5.56. Well, yes. I do have one of each, a basic one of each. Kansas Hillbilly Prepper's Rifle is my basic 5.56. My original Polish underfolder AK-47 is my basic 7.62 by 39. That thing is a Cadillac. I don't know what the big deal is with Chinese AKs or how great at the time, well, now every AK is over $1,000, but at the time, like over a $2,000 AK, like a year ago, like this is a Chinese, this AK is the best AK. Well, that's a really expensive price. I ain't paying for that shit, right? Why was that so nice? Because I'll tell you right now, my Polish underfolder is slick as shit, and oh, it's so nice. It's so fucking nice. The only problem with a Polish underfolder is trying to cheek weld on that fucking metal piece, right? Other than that, I couldn't ask for a better AK. It runs flawless. Absolutely flawless. And it's from Century Arms, just so you know. The proof is in the pudding, literally. Gotta test it. Okay, I missed something. Oh, it's in the pudding? I don't eat their pudding. I do every once in a while have a snack pack of Jell-O. No sugar. Those discoins are not talked about. You missed something? Chowder Pouch, I don't know what you're talking about. Discoins. I love my VZ58. AK underfolders, not a fan. Oh, I get you. I get you. I was a fan. I like the ability. There are things about it I don't like. I don't like the cheek weld, obviously. I do like the capability of making it a little bit shorter once in a while. For carrying reasons. Carrying reasons is pretty much the only reason why to have that thing collapse. Other than that, you should always have it out. I need a new rifle to chew up 5.56 223. And I can't use my AR anymore. You can't use your AR anymore? And you need something to chew up the ammunition? Yeah, they make AK-47s that shoot 5.56. They're like $1,500. Or you can got one a long time ago, like Mule Team did in the original version or whatever. He was bitching about how the new ones they don't have the right mag well. Okay. They're also about like $500 extra. You want a VC58 or a rifle that can shoot really far. I would love to get a bolt action rifle. That is one that I have never gotten. So I got a lot of 80%ers. I got a lot of things that I could make, but at the same time, I'm like, I already have all that. I don't really need to be making another rifle right now. However, maybe it might be time to get a bolt action rifle and a good scope and go out hunting. I'm going to be going to Texas in March, and I plan on getting some hog hunting in. I plan on taking the 300 blackout with the suppressor. But the suppressor I have for that 300 blackout is a 30 cal suppressor, and will suppress anything 30 cal or lower. So me getting like a 300 Win Mag or a 308 or any kind of long-ranged round, I can use that suppressor on that rifle. It'll help the sound. It definitely won't make it quiet. My 300 blackout is quiet as shit. Like, you don't even know that thing went off. All you hear is the action, and you barely hear that because I have the J&P captured spring in it. That is like, I think at least like almost $3,000 for a pistol. Once again, I did not buy that straight up. I put that together little piece by little piece. And I do that because I'm broke. But I like nice shit. For whatever reason that is. AK side folder with a plastic stock is better, says Lance Corporal. You're probably right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't remember why I wanted the underfolder so bad, but there was something about it that just intrigued me at the time. I went to that gun show knowing that I was going to be buying a Polish underfolder that day. A gun show. That's where I picked it up. I picked it up for $500. And I'll tell you right now, I could probably sell for $1,500 easy. It is such a nice AK. I still have all the original furniture on it. I have except for the pistol grip. The pistol grip was a plastic pistol grip. I've replaced that with a Bakelite pistol grip. And unfortunately, I red Loctited that. Not a lot of red Loctite, just a little red Loctite. Well, enough to not be able to come off. So it's got a Bakelite pistol grip on it. But I also have the Bakelite magazine and a Bakelite bayonet. And when I have the bayonet, the magazine, and the pistol grip all on, boy, that thing looks good. I keep thinking about putting like a Ultimac rail on it and putting a scope on it. And I was like, but I'd have to take off that wood, and it's so pretty. I know form and function and all that, and it should be more tactical and needs to be updated to work in today's environment. All right, I need all the bells and the whistles that'll get, like I need a flashlight, I need all this stuff on there in order to make it at least usable in today's situation. But I'll tell you what, it bare bones with iron sights and those wood handguards, it's just too damn sexy to mess with it. The only thing I've done to it other than the pistol grip was put on a different, I think it's Tapco muzzle brake. It's different. It's not the shovel muzzle brake. It's a different one. And that's the only difference that I have done onto that rifle. That rifle is pretty much bone stock, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Yes, my AR is banned to my safe by Trudeau. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you're in Canada, Stan. As far as other things that shoot it, I mean, I don't know about Canadian laws, but I know the Ruger made a rifle back in the day that shot 5.56 that took the regular magazines and everything, but I don't know. LWRC, you can hunt, also used for home defense. Very versatile gun. I just got the SKS when they were 189 a piece. Biker Bob, ooh, that's nice. That is nice. SKS going about 450-ish right around here. I have no problem hunting with my LWRC. Yeah, crazy. Reloading components still scarce. Dude, I can't find a primer to save my life. I reload. I cast my own bullets. Which reminds me, I need to cast some 300 blackout stubs before I go to Texas in March. I haven't done any of those. I have the chronograph and everything. I just need to cast, powder coat, load, say goodbye to those primers forever, which is hard for me to do because I don't have a big stockpile of primers. But I really do need to do that because I would love to load up, I don't know, 1,000 rounds. Although 1,000 rounds of subs right now would be pretty hard to do because my mold is only a 2-cavity mold. So it would take me quite a while to make 1,000 rounds of it just for that. But I have everything I need. I just need to get to doing it. Biker Bob, I remember when they sold those rifles cheap at Durham Sports back in the 90s. Cheers. Which is about the only one not on their ban list. Which one? Is it the Ruger? If it is, man, I forget. It's the Ruger Mark 10? I forget. Correct me if I'm wrong. I like the SKS. It's a good gun. I've only heard great things about it. I know I should have gotten one back in the day. The one rifle that I really wish I had gotten back in the day that I never did was the Mosin Nagant. And I'm kicking myself for that because there was plenty of times I could have gotten one for $150. But I was like, nah, fuck that. I have friends who got it for only $100. I ain't gonna pay $50 more for a gun and I can buy it for only $100. Guess who doesn't have a Mosin Nagant? Me. And I would love to pay $150 right now. Shit, I'd pay $200 right now for a Mosin Nagant. Guess what? I can't find one for under $3. I probably should still buy one at $3, to be honest, because today's $300 is tomorrow's $4. Buy an M1A, Scott, and be done with it. Super gents. That would be amazing, bikes. That would be amazing. I would love an M1A. Bob, there's a guy in Calgary that makes an AR platform drop-in for the SKS. I do have an A2 upper that I need to do something with. I'm going to build a Marines rifle. I have the upper, and I had gotten it thinking it was an A1 upper. It's not. It's an A2. And I had talked to Irish about it, and Irish was like, "That's the same upper that I had when I was in the service." I was like, "Really?" So I want to build the A2 rifle that Irish had in service when he was a Marine. I want to make a Marine's rifle of when he was in the service. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I just want to do it. I think it'd be kind of cool. What's up, Stan? Howdy, bikes and bullets. I know I can kill a moose with an AR. I like the M1A. Bikes, what's up? What's up, Chowder Pouch? How you doing? There's an M1A. There's an M1A for sale for $800. Think that's a good deal? In today's market? Maybe. Back in the day, I'd say no. Which is funny. Back in the day was like a year ago. $800 must be the Chinese version. 800 Canadian. That's like $10 US. Oh no, I think it's like 500 US. If it's a $500 rifle, American, hold on. $800 Canadian into US currency.
Here is information from TransferWise.
$800 Canadian is about $636 US. Yeah, I'd buy it. If you've got the ammo for it. I have not bought anything new in a while, mostly because I don't want to have to. If it's a caliber I don't want to have to go find that round unless it's already on the shelf. So if I go to the gun store right now and I see, oh, they don't have any of this, or this, but they have a shit ton of that, most likely 7mm, then I need to get a rifle chambered in that. That's the round that I should be buying right now, and I would suggest that's probably a good idea for most people. As far as, a 308 AR-10 or a 300 Win Mag Savage Model 10, which I would freaking love. Those are ones that I think I just have a hell of a time coming up with the money. Not only for the firearm, but for the ammunition. And then you got to practice with it. Mine was 800. Let's see. Mine was 1800. I got it at cost though. My bro FFL, $13.50. These animals are big. Gots to make sure you knock them down. A 9mm ain't gonna do it, dude. If you shoot a moose with a 9mm, that's cruel and unusual punishment, bro. That's just enough to. I mean, if they do die from a 9mm, I'm not saying you can't kill a moose with a 9mm, but you're making it suffer by doing that. I've never hunted, and there it is, right there, a stinger admission. I have never hunted for food. I have thought about it. I have dreamt about it. I'm ready to do it, but at the same time, I was never taken by my parents, my grandparents, or anybody else to go hunting. I would love to do it. One of these days, I will do it. I am no fan of killing animals. I absolutely hate killing animals. I'm an animal lover. All right? When I eventually kill a deer, I'm going to be upset about it. I'm not going to be happy about it. That's just who I am. At the same time, I know where my meat comes from, and I'm okay with that. But at the same time, I'm happy. I'm happy that I don't feel good about killing an animal. I don't think you should feel good about killing an animal. I think you should be, well, I'm going to eat tonight. Unfortunately for that animal, he just lost the the lottery. Ooh. Fireball. Mario, is that you? Check the link out, BB. Says they're U.S. surplus. Link stand. You guys, who needs to put a link in? I don't think you're modded. Who has the link? Check that link out. Stan, you need to be able to drop a link. Boom. Stan, you're a moderator. Bikes. You're a moderator in a second as soon as I find out where is it. Boom, you're a moderator, Bikes. Chatter Pouch. You can be a moderator too. Fuck it. I'm just gonna I'm like Oprah up in this bitch. Everybody gets to be a moderator. Let me know if you need to be able to send out a link. If you need to send out a link, you have to be a moderator. So I have to make you one. I have to get my I have to get a new 308. Sold my China M14 clone. Only have my 1903 Mauser bolt action in 308. That's pretty cool. Stan, with the link. Let me go to it. $819 surplus U.S. M1 carbine rifle, Woodstock, bayonet, 30 carbine, 18-inch barrel. Dude, that is pretty. $819. Well, it's only about, what did they say, $600 US? I like that. Does it come with the bayonet? Yeah, it does. I think so. It's from the Korean War and World War II, as well into Vietnam. Okay, this is a surplus item. May need detailed cleaning, as they may have been in storage for many years. Surplus rifles show wear and tear, but are working order. Actual item may vary from the image shown. They are naturally come with marks, scratches, and imperfections. By purchasing this product, you agree that exact conditions vary. Dude, I love surplus. I like surplus because It was in a war for crying. If nothing else, the history. I don't know anything about it. I know some surplus rifles have like little letters in their buttstocks or whatever. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I like the surplus stuff. My AK, it's not necessarily surplus. I mean, it is. It's all the parts are surplus except for the receiver, but it's not numbers matching, right? So there's that. It was maybe used in certain things. Who knows what? But I'll tell you what, my Star Model B is a 9mm pistol that was gifted to the German CIA. Their version of the CIA agent got this pistol as his service weapon in 1950, like early 50s. I don't know the exact year. In the early 50s, shortly after World War II, the Star Model B, the Spanish company, was giving, or they had a contract with the Germans that, you know, they provided their firearms. And in fact, they funded, or they gave them their firearms throughout World War II. So technically, I could have found a Star Model B from World War II, but this was from the early 50s. It's all numbers matching. And then it was imported into the United States before the 1960-ish, I don't know the exact date, but the import law where they made it so they had to stamp all that information about the importation. My pistol, my Star Model B, does not have any importation marks on it at all. It is clean. 100% clean. And I friggin' love it. That I still need to get nickel plated. If anybody knows of a company, I don't care where it is, I don't care how much it is. It could be $2,000. I do not care. I want to get that pistol nickel plated. I know there's laws and regulations, and you have to have certain permissions in order to nickel plate anything, and it makes it a lot harder, and it's going to cost a lot more money. I don't fucking care. I just need to know somebody, anybody who is good at nickel plating and will do it for me for a price. And unless that price is way over $2,000, I will pay it. I paid $300 for that pistol. I will pay thousands of dollars to get that pistol nickel plated. It's become a mission. I've had my M1A. Oops, hold on. I've had my M1A up on my channel a few times. Those videos don't last long. Why, do they get taken down? Bob, that's a Canadian gun shop. Are you going to join? How's that, bikes? Let's see. It's up on the lift right now, getting ready to adjust valves. You can nickel plate anything in China. Yeah, but I can't send a gun to China. That's the problem, man. I want to get it back. Okay, I don't mind paying the price, but the deal here is I get that firearm back in the end. You know what I mean? That is the main thing that I have to make sure of. Anyway, guys, I've been rambling on for an hour. Thank you very much for coming and hanging out. I think I'm going to end it right there. I'm just going to read a couple more things. Yeah, notice that Stan and I don't need another round to stock up on. Seriously, I've got enough. I'm not looking to get into another caliber, but I will get into one more caliber for a bolt-action rifle. A good one. A long distance. I was thinking 300 Win Mag, although I've heard that will kill the fuck out of your shoulder. I would love a 308 or a 30-06. One of those. 308, though, I thought about getting an AR-10, so 30-06 maybe. I need a good hunting rifle. I want it to go at least 1,500 yards-ish. Let's see. You really know what I want? HK. LOL gives you a hobby. Heckler and Coke? Yeah, that'd be a nice pistol. Shit. Midnight Poison Swinger. Thanks, Mr. Lockwood. Yeah. See you guys later, man. It's been fun. Come check us out on Sunday. We'll be having a gun chat. Mule will be there. East Texas Outlaws, Pre-Dawn, Irish, hopefully. I don't know if Irish will be there or not. But I do know Pre-Dawn, myself, Mule Team, and East Texas Outlaws are all planning on being there on Sunday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. And that is 6 p.m. Pacific. If you're in another time zone other than that, I don't know what to do for you. The Remington 700 is an awesome platform. Thought that was a shotgun, but apparently it's also a rifle. I do want a 10mm handgun. Oh, fuck, dude. So I have one 1911, and it's my only 1911. Some of you have seen it. It's the Dan Wesson C-Bob, and that comes in a 10mm, and I almost got the 10mm version just because I thought it was cool. I would love to have a 10mm. If I had more money and less sense, I'd probably get a 10mm. I would love to shoot one. I would like to just shoot one of these days. 30-06 is the best. It's been around forever, bro. The 30-06 is a proven round. It's probably really hard to find, though, right now. I haven't looked for it specifically, but I would imagine it's a pretty hard round to find right now. But I can cast for 300 black, so I would imagine it wouldn't be that much more to cast for 30-06, although you have to be really careful with leading your barrel, so there is that. And subsonic 300 blackout isn't going to lead my barrel. I powder coat my shit so it doesn't lead my barrel. But 30-06 is going a lot faster than a 300 blackout sub, or even a non-sub. 30-06 is a Remington 710. All right, cool. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Come check us out on Sunday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. And other than that, if you want to check out my shit, it's Poison Stinger or Poison Stinger 2. You can hit me up. I do the evening catch-up Monday through Friday and the biblical chat on Saturdays. Until then, I will see you all later, hopefully on Sunday. Peace.